Hello and welcome to another video, and today, oh mercy, oh dearie me, in the Waltons they had John Boy, played by Richard Thomas, who now he's like 70, 71, 72, something like that, and he's in Ozark, he's in the latest season of Ozark. Yeah, when they had John Boy back in the Waltons, well, dear oh dear John Boy, what have you been up to? Well, this John Boy, aka John the Retro Bro, going back a few years, he's been selling dodgy consoles, Soldier Boy consoles, or as and thanks to Canadian Gamer for the heads up on this one, as one guy commented on his video, Soldier Bro. So yeah, going back a little bit further, if you don't know, Soldier Boy, rap star or something. I don't know. I'm not up with the modern music. Last time I listened to the charts was in the 90s. Until really when I was at, I did have it on my website for a while, but I just didn't really pay attention to them properly until not much longer past the 90s. I was at university during the 90s, so you kind of lose track of things like that when you have to get one of those things called a job. That's so annoying. Why can't you just sit at home all day and not have to work for a living? Oh, and that brings us back to famous YouTubers. But there's no famous YouTubers on here. Well, we've got Soldier Boy, Soldier Bro, Retro Bro, obviously. But yeah, this chap's got one of these. He's done a Raspberry Pi review. God, my voice is going. Of something that Retro Bro has put out. It's very interesting. Oh, I've got the same microphone as he's got. But just before I come to that, I was going to give a few thoughts on Trek To Yomi, which is, again, heads up for Canadian Gamer on this one, because I played it through Xbox Game Pass based on his mentioning it. And, Devolver Digital, their games are kind of hit and miss sometimes. Carrion, I played about 12, 15 minutes of that before I just got bored shitless with it. Whereas, what was the one with the, the one where you had the banana, My Friend Pedro? I played that for a good long while. I really enjoyed that one. I should really go back and finish that game. But anyway, just Trek To Yomi. Let's just say I played it until I got my ass handed to me. I could have stuck with it for longer. I know CG has been through the whole thing, but I made one video and that was about 20 minutes long, and then the next thing I know was that I'd stopped just short of the end of chapter 1 scene. I wish these things would I didn't know it had sort of definitive chapters, and if I'd known I would have waited until I got to the end of chapter 1. Anyways, I then obviously went into chapter 2, and I just kept dying, and it's fun for a while, but there's a scene where you're going across a river where these absolute bastards are trying to kill you off. I'm going to get a video up of this. I'm aiming to get it up sooner, get it up for half an hour sooner, after not long after putting this video up. But yeah, you're coming across a bridge again in chapter 2, and they just kept killing me, and eventually I killed them, and then I got to the next bit of the level, and then I died, and I didn't realise you've got a checkpoint system where you pray at some temple thing, and the next thing I knew is there weren't any temple things between finishing the bridge part and the next part where I died, so back to going before the bloody bridge part again. Oh, first world problems, I know. But yes, it's quite fun. But yeah, I just get my ass handed to me. So it's embarrassing. Anyways, I also went to go and see Everything Everywhere All at Once, new film with Michelle Yeoh, and IMDb has just got. Obviously, I can't show the clips of the film, otherwise it'll just get copyright strike. But we've got obviously Michelle Yeoh. She's going to get her taxes done at the IRS with a tax officer played by Jamie Lee Curtis. And then also, I'll just mention things that are in the trailer and not really go anywhere beyond that. But let's just say things go very strange indeed. And you got Michelle and you got her husband, played by, I can't pronounce his name, Ki Hui Kwan, aka you'll know him better. Well, everyone will know him better as Short Round in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Yes, that's Short Round from Temple of Doom. So that was 1985. Was 84? 84 it was, I think. And I was a lot younger than I am now. He's actually about a year or so older than me. So, yeah. What happened? Where did the time go? So that's from then to now is 38 years. So add on another 38 years. And I will be 38 years older than I am now. In 20, what fucking year are we in now? 2022. 38, another 38 years. And we'll be in 2060. I'll probably be dead by then anyway, but maybe I'll still be here. Who knows? Making these daft videos. But anyway, the film. I don't know. I don't want to give too much spoilers and so on. But obviously, the woman on the left or to Michelle's right is Joy, her daughter, and I don't know. Overall, some very strange things happen, and there's like other worlds and multiverses, a bit similar to Doctor Strange. But it's got elements of the Matrix, bit of Quantum Leap, and basically any film or TV show that jumps forward and back in time. The special effects that you'll see in the trailer, which they are quite an innovation at first, but after an hour, it really does start to over-egg the pudding. And it goes on for almost 2.5 hours. You could cut half an hour out of that easily, quite frankly. Get it down to about 1 hour 50. That'd be much better. But it's worth checking out. But just try and get a comfy seat in the cinema for the long running time. Unless you're in Screen 8 of the Odeon Trafford Centre near Manchester, where the seats haven't all been, they haven't been changed in well over a decade, except in those auditoriums where they've upgraded to Dolby Cinema, and they charge you a £5 extra for the privilege. Anyways, and so we're here to Kamikaze Soundwaves, and he's got a review of Retro Bros, Soldier Bros, Retro Games console. Oh mercy! There's a couple of links in the description. This video is from March 2017, so it's been around a while. I only just come across it today, as I say, courtesy of Canadian Gamer. He's got 2 links in the video description. One goes to eBay, where you can buy the thing. And the other one goes to the channel owned by the guy who created it, and it's Retro Bro. Yeah, and yeah, not good. I bet he wishes this video wasn't around. But anyways, I'm gonna I've watched a few minutes of this, so I've not seen the whole thing, but I'll just react to it as we go. But oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's have a look. Okay, so if I've done it right, I'll have cut the bit where the sound plays, because I don't know whether he's using copyrighted music or not at the start. But let's just get on with it. I mean, Christ, look at the state of that.
Yo, what's going on?
Men in advancing years should not be using the word yo.
Kamikaze Soundwaves, and hope everybody's doing all right. And I have a quick review that I'd like to do. I recently purchased a...
Actually, it's got the same music in the background, so I hope it's not copyrighted, but... mercy.
Raspberry Pi. It is called the Retro Bro, and
Retro Bro! Do you even Retro Bro?
I acquired it from a buddy.
You bought it?
His name is John. He was originally gaming through the decades. He has now switched over his channel. He's called the Retro Bro.
Retro... What was he called before?
He was originally gaming through the decades.
Gaming of the decades. That's just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
He has now switched over his channel. He's called the Retro Bro. And I picked up a Raspberry Pi that he's selling, and I'll give a...
Ooh, he's selling it. Well, he was selling it then, it seems, but he's not selling it anymore.
Link in the description down below of where you can acquire one if you're interested in one. So if I go any further, I just want to let you know that I have never emulated games. I've never...
He's a virgin emulating games.
Or like used Raspberry Pis, etc., etc.
Now, we'll just say, it's not... as far as I'm aware, it's not illegal to buy such a device. Obviously, it's rather illegal to sell it. Then again, unless naughty old John Boy has been, according to this, he's been selling illegal ROMs online. Unless he sought permission from Disney and Nintendo and then all the other companies and so on. Then again, it might cost a fair bit more than the $100 he's selling it for.
Never really knew much about it, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna tell you right now, after owning one, Jesus, tap dancing Christ, I have
Jesus, tap dancing Christ.
no idea why in the world I never acquired one before, because it is simply, without a doubt, to put it the most easiest way I can put it, it is just profoundly amazing. To have so many games, so many amazing things right at the click of a button just to jump on and game in, it is freaking fantastic.
I'm sure Disney and Nintendo are pleased with it. But the other pleased, you're pleased.
So what I'm going to do is do a quick little overview of it just real quick. We'll show out the outside and we'll
I'm sure it's massive, like John Boy's biceps.
look at what's going on the inside, and maybe we'll test out some games so you can kind of see the quality and what you're working with. So this is the Raspberry Pi itself, very small, very convenient. Well, that's one thing I really like about it, because I don't have a lot of space to work with. And a lot of game consoles, etc., in my area is not really ideal for my situation. So something like this is just amazing to have how many things it can house and how many things it easily plays.
Well, some USB ports and I think is that a windy pops. Is that a joystick controller?
So it does come with a HDMI out, which is perfect for me because that's how I record all of
Most what everyone uses these days, isn't it? I got rid of an amplifier recently. I just left it out for the guy who collects scrap, because all it does was the most it does is S-video. Not even sure whether it had a SCART. No, it doesn't. It didn't have a SCART connection. But yeah, S-video. Remember those days? And I changed it to one with HDMI some years ago, and yeah, obviously that's the one I use now.
my stuff. And just FYI, if you're looking to capture game footage with this, I use an HD60, an Elgato HD60.
I used to use an HD60S, I think it was. Now we use an HD, 4K Pro 60, so I can record 4K stuff from the PS5, and it's really bloody good. But sometimes it can be a fucking pain to set up. You want to just jump in and game, as he says, but sometimes trying to get the damn thing to synchronize so that it's actually recording gameplay, so you're not I'm not ending up playing through a whole level of, or through an hour of Last of Us Part 2 and then find that it didn't capture a fucking thing because it decided to crap out on me. That's a pain in the arse. Yeah, you have to be really, really sure that it's damn well recording the thing before you set off. What a pain. And there's the same with GTA 5, obviously on the PS5, but there's a certain setting you can use. Came across this on Reddit where you can set it to, I can't remember the exact. I think you change the input EDID mode, I remember now, from merge to display, and then it should pretty much record the gameplay every time. But for some reason on GTA 5, for no unexplained reason, it won't play the game. It will play the game, but it won't record voices from cutscenes. So you just end up with subtitles on the screen and no voices of anybody else. It's ridiculous. No idea what's going on there. But so I had to put it back to merged, which means it might not record. Technology, eh?
It works fabulous with it. No issues, no problem. It picks it up just like it would anything else. It also has, just right here on.
Okay, it looks like he's been drawing on his left arm. Yeah, been drawing on his left arm like Michael Scofield in Prison Break.
On the right next to the HDMI, actually, it's small, so it's hard to tell. But that's just the.
I don't understand tattoos. I'm old.
Power supply, which is like like a phone jack for an Android, etc., Has an audio jack right here. Has the Ethernet. It does have.
That was Ethernet, not a game controller.
Have Wi-Fi capabilities as well. If you're interested in hardwiring it, you can, which is a really, really cool option because I like to hardwire everything. My Wi-Fi is very.
He's hard for his wire.
Very reliable, but I have like 8 million kids and stuff, so like every.
He's got 8 million kids. Sounds like a Channel 5 documentary in the UK.
Everybody's watching Netflix on their own phone and playing video games, etc., So I have to hardwire it so I can kind of steal some of the internet a little bit better.
I bet those kids still seem older than him. Given his backwards baseball cap.
But it also has these 4 USB ports, which is fantastic. It also, if you have like a wireless mouse or keyboard, etc., you can plug it in there. That works. But my buddy John, he will also hook you up with a USB Super Nintendo controller, and I gotta say, I'm really digging this controller. It's very comfortable. It's just like any SNES controller. Everything's felt really just responsive, etc. I really dig it.
Any lag?
The controller is fantastic. It's fabulous. I love it. And how like it's integrated with with limited buttons like.
Oh, by the way, I know this is obviously a 5-year-old video, so he's not going to be answering my question. It'd be bloody strange if he did.
To go back to a home menu like you would like an Xbox One or how you would a PS4 is so quick, so responsive, and so easy to do. I mean, it almost, to me, I know this has not been like, a new thing, but it's new to me, and to me, it's just amazing how fast and how quick and responsive it actually is. So the most important thing about this, without further ado, is what's on the inside. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So this is booting up the Raspberry Pi, and this is what you're greeted with. It loads very quickly, and this is a custom
The Retro Bro
intro by my buddy John, the Retro Bro. Very cool. Kind of gives it like a little archaic, its own console, its own like little
groovy music.
Thing, its own branding, which I really dig. It's pretty cool with that, like the whole logo, etc.
Yep, branding. Yeah, because Retro Bro owns the rights to all these things.
If the Retro Bro man, that just like screams his identity.
Identity. I will say I have bought a similar device in the past. It's not illegal to buy it. It's just illegal to sell it. But not saying where that came from. Maybe I'll make a video about it. I've not played it in a while, but yeah, let me know if you're interested in that.
Anyway, so this is it loading up, and
just reading what's on the screen. Dirty. I mean, you won't be able to read this if it's on a phone. Dirty bit is set. FS was not properly unmounted, and some data may be corrupt. I think the ROMs are corrupt. Automatically removing dirty bit. Not sure I like where this is going.
Literally, I just plugged it up, and it's gonna basically almost jump right into it. It's very quick, very fast. Just not a loading screen, but to me, it's so fast. And here's some of the things that it has on there available. These are some of the systems, and it's not limited to this. It can do more if you choose to expand it, etc. It does have this, which is, just kind of like your menu, etc., and you can adjust, your
etc.
settings and how you want to configure it. And it does have Wi-Fi capabilities, and it has Ethernet, which that's what I use because, well, I mean, I have like 8 million kids, and everybody's like watching
He's just repeating the same thing you said before.
Netflix on their own phone. So anyway, I like to, use my Ethernet so I can steal a little bit of the internet a little bit faster from everybody. But anyway, so let's just jump into a couple games so I can show you, the quality and what they look like. And so let's just jump into real
all the Donkey Kong Country games. So yeah, Nintendo's fine with that, I presume.
quick. Let's try out.
Final Fantasy, I'm sure Square Enix are happy with that.
Try out. Let's see what we have. I mean, look at how many. Look how many games.
Sure, Mega Man. I'm sure. Yeah, Capcom are happy with that.
Look how many games. It is just incredible to me. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Mega Man X. Really dug me some Mega Man X back in the day. Still do. Mega Man, the original series. It was great. It was challenging, but Mega Man X to me is where it was at, man. So I'm just gonna go ahead and skip all this stuff. And look at that. Look at the quality. To me, that's fantastic. And it's
all those blocky retro graphics, the screen quality.
so accessible to be able to plug it right into my Elgato, my HD60, and be able to capture game footage like this. Has so many games at your disposal within like just a second. So let's go ahead and start this game up, and we can kind of see what we're working with. And look, there you go. Tell me that's not amazing. I mean,
it does what it says on the tin, in terms of playing the original old games very efficiently. It looks. Obviously, we can't tell if there's any lag, but For an old emulator running a very small ROM, probably not.
Looks incredible. So I really, really dig this thing. So
I know you're gonna dig this.
let's just go for some more reference. Hey, you know what? I'm done playing some Mega Man X. I want to jump on something else real quick. Let's you know what? Let's go to the menu. Hit start and select, and bam! Look at this. That's how fast you're back at the menu.
Cool, man.
Ready to select another game to jump into. That's incredible, man. So let's just try out another game system so I can give you some more reference. Let's go to actually the Game Boy Advance. One of the first games.
We should just bloody pick a game and get on with it.
Games or second, maybe even third game that I booted up on this thing when I first got it was Sonic Advance, which I really like. Sonic Advance, man. I think it's such an underrated Sonic game. It's so fun, so fun. And I just think that Sega should have done some shit like this before. But anyway, we'll just get the game rolling so you can kind of see what we got and how the game looks. And for a game,
I don't think I played this one, but then I played obviously like the original Sonic the Hedgehog games. I suppose it become much of a muchness after a while.
Advanced title on the big screen, I'm gonna say this looks pretty incredible. So there we go. We got some Sonic action. It's amazing, right? So let's just go ahead and boot up maybe one more.
God, I'd love to watch Retro Bro's face when he sees this video surfacing. And so on his channel, he's doing a video about Canadian Gamer and Marceau. I'm not going to get into that, but is that because he's been chewed out by them? Maybe once I've made this video, he's going to chew me out. Oh, the possibilities.
So you can kind of like, let's pick another system. Let's go, and look how fast back at the menu. And let's go with the,
I'd like to have seen Afterburner.
The Genesis, or the Mega Drive, if you're overseas from where I am. Let's try out Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Which is another one I already started on.
Sega. Gar. There, I've said it.
All the memories. The memories. Alright.
The memory of the memories. Fourth wall break inside a fourth wall break. That's like 16 walls. With apologies to Deadpool.
Go ahead and just start up the one. I didn't get very far. I was just kind of testing out some games to see what they look like, etc., etc. And this is what it looks like, man. I mean, look at this. The sound quality, the actual video quality, everything is fantastic. It's incredible.
Compared to modern games, no, but for what it was back in the day, it'll be fine.
Oh, it just paused there for a second because I actually hit the start button. I forgot in this game it actually paused it even in the little cut scenes, if that's what you want to call them. And look at this, man. Me and Taylor are just rolling, dude. Look at this. Incredible. The possibilities just keep playing, etc. I mean, it's just like it's fantastic. So let's jump out of that and we'll go back to the menu.
It's alright.
And I mean, how many things you can put on this? I mean, look at this. There's the menu, but
I think it said like 12,000 games. I think he brought that up before.
I mean, Sega 32X, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance.
I'd rather he show the games like 32X that would look a bit, something that's had a bit of complexity about them compared to just basic Game Boy games.
It's Game Boy Color, the Master System, the Mega Drive, aka the Genesis, Neo Geo, and original NES, and that NES Mini can,
just pick a game and get on with it.
Suck it, man. Look at this. Look at this. Incredible. So, in conclusion, the Retro Bro is amazing. I am so glad that I purchased one of these things. It is so convenient.
I wonder if it'll help him put his baseball cap on the right way around.
If you've never been interested in a Raspberry Pi or didn't know what a Raspberry Pi is and you're just seeing this for the first time, I'm telling you right now, the hype is real. If you've ever heard about them or interested in them, they are completely amazing.
If they're 10 a penny, you can get them anywhere.
For this little home right here to house so many games at the tip of your fingertips, to load them up as quick as it does and as great as they look, and the sound quality, and they're able to record them, is completely worth every penny that John's letting them go for. He's selling them for $109, and he give you a deal on Saturday and Sunday on the weekend for $100 for
$100, 99 cents.
$99.99. And like I said, the link to his to where to purchase one of these is in the description below. Now, my personal recommendation is, if you've never ever earned a Raspberry Pi or interested in it, go for it. If you're finding out about this now and you're just now learning about what a Raspberry Pi is, yes, it is that great.
I just had a sip of water and I got an ice cube in my mouth. That's handy, isn't it? But the video's nearly over anyway.
If you heard about them, you didn't really know if you should buy it or not, yes, the hype is real. Whatever you've heard about them, they're amazing.
And 100% of the profits go to Retro Bros Gym.
Great little, I mean, look how small this is and how much things it can do. I am so enthralled and just so amazed at this thing. I'm so glad that I got one. So my recommendation is, this is a must buy, and like I said, if you're going to get one,
and we can't buy it anymore. Oh dear, what a shame. Oh dear, how sad, never mind.
Get it one from my buddy, the Retro Bro. So, anyway, also here I have a link to his channel down below. He also has some really dope content. Check him out. Even on top of, even if you're interested in this, check his content out, man. He's got some really dope stuff going on over his channel.
Really dope stuff.
So, anyway, this is Kamikaze Soundwaves. Appreciate you guys watching. Hope you enjoyed the review of the Retro Bro, and we'll see you in the next one.
Retro Bro selling his Retro Bro.
Later.
There we go. So, yeah, Retro Bro selling illegal ROMs. Oh dear. Interesting. But not selling them anymore. So he could say that he was never selling them, and that Kamikaze Doodah is just making it up as he goes along. Who knows? Who cares? But anyway, so oh, and I didn't even mention in my mention the Everything Everywhere film. I didn't even mention my end credit adventures, where this time the cleaners came in. I was the only person left during the credits. There is no post credit scene. There's no mid credit scene. What you get at the end of the film is the end of the film. But I like to stay for the credits anyway, and the music, even if it is not the most brilliant of films and it does go on for way too long. But I'll still sit through the credits. But anyway, the cleaners came in and they obviously saw me, and there was one I recognised from before. Might have been the last time, I'm not sure. When I think I won't identify them, but one of them switched the lights on. I motioned to them to switch them off, and then someone else came in who was the one I saw today, and then they switched them on. And I said, "No, can you please switch them off? I'm trying to watch the credits. Thank you." And this time they saw me and thought, yeah, let's just leave the lights off. So they wait until the film was completely over, and then they put the lights on, which is fine. Anyway, so we're all done there. So let me know all your thoughts in the comments below about Retro Bros dodgy selling things. As I say, I've got a device that can also play such games, so it's not illegal to buy it. It's just illegal to sell it. So, but yeah, if you're interested in that, I'll make a video about that. In the meantime, please like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't already, click on the bell for all notifications, cue Genesis.